Hey everyone, this is a little bit different. I'm not doing a wig review today. I'm just coming to you to talk a little bit about wearing wigs and some of the things I've observed with people and their wig wearing journey. You know, I'm on a number of Facebook groups and people are posting all the time about their stress about wearing wigs and, you know, either wishing that they had the confidence that they see in some others or just really not sure if they're ready to wear wigs in public. A lot of the comments are around being very worried that somebody will know that they have a wig on, that the hair that they have looks fake. And I get it. You know, I'm 8 months now, just about into my wig wearing journey, and I felt some of those same feelings and still do sometimes when I wear something a little outside my comfort zone or a new wig and I'm unsure how it really looks to others. But, you know, I think we put so much undue stress on ourselves about this that I just want to talk a little bit about some of the things that I've been doing lately to try to wrap my head around this topic. First of all, I think that anything that's new and different for us can be really stressful. It doesn't really matter what that is. And I think the evidence of that is in the fact that many of us don't change very easily or very often. You know, I think about people who stay in unhealthy relationships, for example. Sometimes that's just the fear of the unknown. You know, it's like the devil you know versus the devil you don't know. So if you're comfortable in a situation, even if it's an uncomfortable situation, you might be more apt to stay in that situation because at least you know what you're going to get. You know, I was that way with my hair loss for a number of years. I've been losing my hair now for 20 years, really badly enough that I started to try to look into what I could do to disguise it. You know, when my oldest was like 15 months old and he's 19 and a half now. So a long time. But even with that, the last 2 to 3 years before I started to wear wigs, I had such terrible hair loss that the only way I could really wear my hair was up in a claw clip with a headband covering the whole front of my head. And I wore my hair that way every day. And I work in human resources, high level human resources in a corporate office. It was not the most professional look I could have chosen, but I didn't have any other options, I didn't think. And I was so stuck in just how I had done things, and the unknown and the effort to look into the unknown was just overwhelming to me. I look back now 8 months later, and since I started wearing wigs, and I wish I would have done it sooner. I wish I wouldn't have been so comfortable with what was really uncomfortable for me. So one of the things I've been doing lately, because I read all of these posts by my wig sisters, and I try to think about how do I help people who are really struggling and having so much stress over this. So what I've been doing lately is I've been watching, just observing in public. I just look at people who are all around me in the mall, at the grocery store, in a restaurant, at work, just everywhere. And I've been really focusing on people's hair. If you do this, especially for those of you who are really struggling with this, I think this is a really good exercise for you. Just spend some time looking around you and observing what people's hair looks like. You see everything. I mean, so all the things that we worry about with wigs, you see all of it with people who don't have wigs. You know, one comment we hear is wondering about, is our bio hair here blending very well? Well, spend some time really looking at people's hair. I mean, not in a creepy way. Find a way to do it so people don't know you're doing it. And you will see that so many people have bio hair here that's a different color than the rest of their hair. It's gray, it's very ashy, starting to look like it's darker than the rest of their hair. I challenge you to pay attention and see what you'll see there. Something that people will talk about a lot is flyaways. When hair has a lot of flyaways, it's a dead giveaway for a wig. Again, I challenge you to observe, pay attention to people's hair. How many people do you see with frizzy flyaway hair just in everyday life? I don't think that's a dead giveaway for a wig anymore. Not after what I've been observing. You'll see everything. You'll see people with really thick, barely there part lines. You'll see people with just messy hair that they didn't take any time to style. You'll see people with beautiful hair. There's a woman that used to, a mom, my son played hockey, and there was a mom who always, her hair was perfect and exactly the same every single day. And I didn't really know about wigs then, and so it's possible she had a wig on. I don't think so. It's possible, but it was like, she took so much time every morning to round brush the back of her hair to get that big bump in the back. And it was just perfect, always perfect. And some people say hair that's too perfect is a dead giveaway for a wig. Well, some people style their hair exactly the same every day, and they spend a lot of time doing it. So I think we make these blanket statements, and I just wonder how often we are actually observing what's real. And so if you are in the camp of people who are really stressing about this, who just don't know if they can wear wigs in public, who don't know if they're just ready for this, are you really observing what's going on around you? I mean, intentionally. You know, we see things, but we don't see things. I think if you go out into the world and intentionally observe, you're going to come away with a big different view. I would say a different view, quite a different view than you might have right now. And that's just one step in this journey, one step closer to confidence, I think. And, you know, you deserve to be comfortable in your skin, to be happy with kind of what God has given you here. You know, we're going to have our challenges. We're not always going to love it, but to be so defeated by this, to be so stressed out that you can't think of anything else, or you can barely leave the house, is no way to live. And so what can we do? Well, how can we help each other? What experiences can we share with each other to help us overcome some of these challenges that we're facing so that you can live your life? And, you know, if you choose not to wear wigs, if you choose to continue to disguise your hair loss, that's a perfectly valid choice. But when you feel like you don't have any choices, that's a concern for me. And how can I help you? How can other wig sisters help you with that? So that's really all I came on here to challenge everybody with, and to share and to talk about. It's been on my heart. I've been observing. I've been trying to, you know, understand this mentality that we have, and what do we do to counteract that? So I guess, my biggest challenge for you right now is over the next week, become an observer, an intentional observer of the people around you, so that you can start to get your head around eliminating some of these misconceptions that are weighing you down. And hopefully that will be one step closer to your being more confident about getting out there and just rocking a wig and feeling good in the alternative hair that you have purchased. I hope this was helpful. I'll tell you that this is Girl Mono in the color Hot Hazelnut Mix, and I love Girl Mono. She's by Ellen Villa, my favorite all-time wig. I own her in 4 colors. My 2 favorite colors are Chocolate Rooted and this Hot Hazelnut Mix. I have rooted her. I did put lowlights in her with furniture markers. I have a video on that, so if you want to check that out, because this color isn't quite right for me out of the box. And, you know, I have some other videos out there about making a wig your own, and I plan to do more of those, because I think that's kind of the next big hurdle that us wig wearers have to jump is, you know, you jump the hurdle of being able to actually wear wigs in public, and you get there, and then you have the challenges of bad purchases, you know, purchasing a wig and having it not be what you wanted it to be, not what the videos that you've watched show, not what the stock photos show. And what do you do about that? So in the case of this girl Mono, I added some darker color to her and she became perfect. So anyway, that's all I've got for you guys. Let me know if you want to see anything in particular. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to know if this was helpful. I'm just another wig sister and I'm navigating this world, and I don't really know people in real life who wear wigs. So that's why I love these groups, and that's why I want to make these videos, because the connection for me is super important. Have a great day, you guys. I really hope you have a good day.